it's Sierra and P. He's joining me tonight because we wanted to talk to you about marriage truths.
Dun, dun, dun.
I think that a lot of people have, like, I don't know, if you're not married, you may have some drawbacks or some thoughts that maybe aren't true, or like worries that shouldn't be a worry. I think that a lot of people are like afraid of marriage.
No.
Not a lot of people, but there are
so.
people that are afraid of marriage, and they're like, oh my gosh. Like,
And everyone's got their own perspective in life, I guess.
Yeah.
Ours
like,
was marriage.
Everybody, like, when we got married, we're like, how's married life? Like, oh my gosh, like, how's it treating you? Is it different? And we're like, honestly, no, it's not different. So, that's one thing that we kind of wanted to share with you guys tonight.
Yeah.
Just that it's not as scary as it seems.
I mean, it's work. Anything's work. Relationship is work before you get married. So, I mean, it's going to be work, but no, it's essentially the same thing.
I mean, for me, I think you should definitely be living together before you get married. Because
everyone has a different perspective on this one.
Yes.
You either live together, you don't. We lived together and it worked out, I mean, perfectly. So
I think that
we enjoyed everything.
If you did not live together, it would be really hard
to adjust accordingly. Probably, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's one thing that I think that you should live with someone and know how they live. Because there's a lot you learn about someone by living with them.
Mm-hmm.
Because even if you spend so much time with someone, it's so different than living with them. You know?
Yeah.
Like, there are little things that somebody does that might drive you insane.
I do things that drive her insane.
I do things that drive him insane.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen our pet peeve video, I'll link that down below. But I just think it's so important to, like, I don't know. I mean, now we've been living together for, gosh, many years.
So we're going to be together for 8 years. So about 7 years, a little before, like 6 years, almost 7 years we've been living together.
Probably.
Or maybe about 7 years. Maybe about 7 years we've been living together. It's hard to, like, retract and think of those, like, quick
exact moment.
Yeah, that exact date.
And when we started living together, we actually lived with my dad for the most part, and I had like a trundle bed that was tiny.
Yeah.
It was only what is the smallest thing? A twin?
It was a twin.
It was a twin, and then it had another twin that you could pop up, but it was really sketchy. Sometimes it would like pop down. So
it's falling on me. That was a funny moment.
So sometimes we'd just leave it down, and one of us would sleep on the top, and the other one would sleep when it was down.
Yeah, at the bottom.
I mean, I always slept, like, my best friend and I would always sleep in that small bed together. My grandma and I would sleep in that small bed together, and we, like, didn't move. It was perfect.
No,
like, we just lay on our side, and we fit.
I need my space.
But now, I don't know that I could go back to having that small of a bed.
She takes up all this space now.
Especially because he's gone a lot at night. I'm like, this whole bed is mine. And I crowd pillows around me like they're people, and I just love it. I am not a claustrophobic person. I love being super close and super tight and bundled. But anyways, that's one thing of advice, is that I think you should live together because, you know, everybody's got their own beliefs and everything like that, but you really learn a lot about a person. And I think that's, like, make it or break it. Like,
yeah. Definitely get to know each other to the best of your abilities.
Yeah. Like, don't feel like you have to get married ever, like, no matter what age you are. If it's not the right person, if it's in your gut, if you're just, like, don't do it, because it's not worth it.
And don't be like, well, I can live with that.
Don't settle.
Don't settle.
I think
like all the little things that she might do that's like pet peeve status and whatever. I mean, I still love everything about it. So, I mean, she talks a lot, especially during movies, but I still love her. I mean, it's crazy when I don't have a day, when she's not here and I'm solo, I'm just like, where's that voice? That's like telling me everything, so... Yeah, definitely.
I mean, it's a hard... I don't know, he's a lot more quiet than me, but...
Yeah.
It's still lonely. Like, even if I'm with other people and I'm not with him, I still feel, like, semi-alone. So it's a huge thing. And I think it's different when you're young. I think a lot more people actually settle when they're younger than when they're older.
Probably.
Because when you're younger, you don't know yourself fully yet. You know, once you get older and you live on your own.
Yeah, you're still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And then it depends, like, it's kind of like going through school, I guess. Sometimes it's like you have this certain major because you have this plan, and then you realize you don't like that major. So you want to change up, like, the relationship. It's just like you're just like, no, I had this whole perfect image, and then you start realizing, oh man, this is kind of not a good thing. What's going on, you know? Person's dragging you down or something.
Yeah. I think that's huge. And so when you get...
you guys are there to uplift each other, but at the same time, if the person's just constantly...
So in another video, I talk about how to be happy, and that's all about being positive and having positive people around you. And then I have another video that talks a little bit about relationships and what positive relationships are like. So I'll link those down below if you want to check those out. But there definitely are people that drag you down. And it's not that they're a bad person or anything like that, but sometimes you're just not right for each other.
No.
So that definitely happens. But when you're older and, like, you've lived alone, or, like, you know what I mean? You kind of know what you want, and, like, you know exactly. So you're not willing to settle, I feel, when you get older. Because you're like, no. I lived by myself before. I'm good. I don't need you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's a different thing.
Yeah.
Not saying that either one is better than the other.
No.
I mean, we've been together...
It goes back to the same concept. Everyone has a different path in life, so I mean...
We've been together since I was 16.
Yeah.
So, and now I'll be 24 this year. And, I don't know. It's not that one is better than the other, but it's just your different path in life. But it's just something to be aware of. Like, just because that was your first boyfriend, or... Not that he was my first boyfriend, but... Like, just because it doesn't always mean it's right. Just because it's just working and you feel fine with it. Yeah. Like, there are moments in your relationship where you, like... I don't want to say question it, but you're like, we're having a hard time right now. Is this, you know?
Yeah.
But it's all about working through that really builds your bond in your relationship. Like, getting through those times.
Going back to, it's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. But, I mean, it's well worth it. I mean, it's not... I don't want to say work, actually, because work is one thing, like, so let me retract that. It's not work. It's just you have to put a lot of effort into it.
And you should want to.
And yeah, and you should want to. Don't just go in and be like, well, I kind of feel I have to do this, so I'm just going to do it because I have to. No, it's because you want to do it. Like, anything. When I come home and there's, like, moments where it's like, you know, we usually have we stick to our certain routines that we do, and we'll go around and we'll pick up, and either she picks up one day, I'll pick up another day, cleaning up things and whatnot, and I come home, I could be tired, but if there's something that needs to be done, and I see that she's having a rough day, I don't want to just leave it to her or anything like that. No, I want to help her. I want to, you know, I'm tired, whatever, but it's okay. It's well worth it. Because I want to do it. Not because I have to, or, you know, it's not work to me. Work depends on what you do, I guess. But, but no, I mean, I enjoy doing everything. So.
I always think of Friends where they're like, do you believe in soulmates? You know what I mean? And then they're like, and Monica's like, I don't even believe in soulmates. I believe that, like, it takes work, and if you love the person enough, you know. I mean, I definitely believe in soulmates, but it doesn't come without work. I don't think any relationship is effortless. Like, any relationship in your life, not just a marriage.
Yeah.
Like, every relationship takes effort.
Yeah, because, I mean, there's things that he might like that you don't like, and things that she might like that you don't like, type of thing. Anything like that. I mean, it goes either way. So, I mean, whoever... There's dislikes and likes and everything like that. You just go with it if you know, if you feel it's worth it, and if you really like it too. I mean, I ended up liking a lot of things that I didn't like before. I've never been to Red Lobster until I met her.
I mean, you didn't really have sushi either.
No sushi either.
And now you love sushi.
Yeah, I love sushi. There's a lot of things.
I never really watched superhero movies. And man, was I missing out, because those guys are... If you're not watching superhero movies, you're missing out.
You're missing out. Hold on.
But
Hold on.
Workout.
Oh,
I mean, I never really used to work out.
No.
So.
I didn't like working out.
And now
I didn't mind. I didn't force her to do anything. I told her it was up to her. The only thing that I did let her know, I was like, if it's affecting your health in any sort of way, I'm going to try to assist with as much as possible. Because health is key.
We're going to be filming another video another day on health and why we do what we do and everything like that.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, no, there's, let me see. I like car stuff. My music and her music were completely different. But I like a little bit of everything. I don't mind a little bit of everything, but I definitely switched it up a lot more. Listen to a lot more country music. So, I mean, yeah.
I never watched Friends. That's a big one. I had never seen Friends before. I thought it was like so lame, and I didn't want to watch it. And then
came season 10, and she starts crying at the finale,
and
I'm like, this ended like about. It was like I think
10 years ago.
I think this ended like 7 years ago. It's okay. And she's still crying like it was.
I still cry. Like if I watch season 10 and it ends, I will literally bawl my eyes out. I'm like, why did it end? I'm not good with endings.
It's just too funny. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is just too hilarious. Well, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it's a great thing. I think it's a great thing. I mean, it's aside from like, the signing the paper concept and everything else. I mean, I remember exactly how it was. First met, I bought that engagement ring. Like, I was saving up to buy that engagement ring. I had the engagement ring 6 months in. And I had it there, and I was just like incubating on it for a few years. By a few years, I mean a few years. And it's not because I didn't want to, and it's just, just the timing. But
he's also older than I am. So.
Yeah. So, but it was like definitely, I mean, it's great. It's that next step in the relationship to us was marriage. Once again, everyone feels they have their own path. Some people don't want to get married. Some people do. We're one of those people that really do, and we really did want to, and we did, and that's what our rings were for, and that's what all that stuff was for. It's because it's like you've done so much and shared so much with this person you love so much. You've done so much, and this was like that last leap, and then you can start like that next adventure, and that's what it pretty much.
Because I feel people don't take you serious sometimes if you're not married.
Yeah, I think so. And I mean, I've met people that weren't married, and then sometimes, it's like, I don't think the credit's given all the way. Sometimes I feel kind of, but I mean, some people have that, like I said, once again, it comes down to that connection, I guess, or you either get married or you don't get married. Everyone has their own different relationship thing, but.
And we both came from families that were not like, we both had a different childhood. So for us, that was huge for like wanting to have kids and like have a mom and have a dad and, be involved and not get a divorce, not be with the wrong person.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I remember from our first few phone calls was like literally talking about like, I never want to get divorced. Like, what about you? Like, I want to get married.
We kind of put, I don't know, we put everything out there on the table.
We're both really honest and like, we're not going to sugarcoat it. And I always told anybody that I dated, I was like, I want to be a stay-at-home mom, so if you can't handle that or if you can't support that, then goodbye.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that's a lot for guys in high school, but let's be honest.
That's too funny. No, but I enjoy that about her. I mean, she wants to stay at home, and I'm just like, perfect. I mean, it's up to her. It's her choice. It's her decision, It's like, it was up to you, and that's what she wants to do. She wants to stay home. And I was like, cool, because I trust her with everything, and I trust that she'll take really good care of our children and everything like that, you know, and she will teach them properly, and especially the way that we would love them to learn. So it works out perfect. It's an awesome thing. So
And the other thing that I remember, like, was that somebody had said, like, well, when you start dating someone really young, you both get to a point where you need to change, and you're stuck. Like, you're both hitting a wall because you need to change and he needs to change, but you guys are just, like, making each other stuck. And I never forgot that. And I was like, I don't think that's true. If you're with the right person, you grow together. Like, we've grown so much in almost 8 years.
Yeah.
Like, that was so long ago.
Yes. There was a lot. There was a lot of things that, I mean,
and we're still growing and learning. I mean, we are not perfect. We make mistakes. We fight, like...
Yeah. I mean, not a lot of people probably see it.
But
argue and things like that. I mean, it's just like everyone else. I mean, and we probably don't show it, especially like me. I don't like to argue in public or anything like that. I get all like, no, I'm okay. I'm gonna wait.
And it just makes me more annoyed.
She gets so bothered with it, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna wait till we get in the car, and then we'll argue in the car, and then talk reasonably, or if not, you know, it depends too. If it's like a super hot topic for you or something that really bothers you, you have to remember, you gotta take that step back, take that breather, and then approach it, and yeah. But it's too funny.
And it's a different thing. I mean, like, everybody has different, like, even our beliefs, like, aren't perfectly aligned, and they weren't for a long time. Mm-hmm. I mean, we're still learning and kind of gaining experiences.
Yeah.
But, you know, that used to be a big thing for us.
We have, like, our primary beliefs on a lot of things that
are, yeah.
Yeah, where it's solid on different things. It's just the way, you know, everyone kind of sees life differently. We see life differently, too. I mean... I see things a different perspective.
Not exactly the same way, you know what I mean?
But we do see it fairly similar. It's still on the same guideline. It's just, you know, we don't argue on that. We more like debate, I guess, on it or something.
I mean, nobody really knows. I mean, I guess obviously we're kind of talking about religion.
Yeah, it's like it's blind faith in the long run. So it's like
and trusting. He's more trusting to people than I am. I mean, he's gotten better, but like
I'm trusting to people to a limit. I say, like, she always says I'm super, super trusting. Like, I'm not like crazy, but I think I'm just eager to help someone out. That's where I'm at. Like, I feel like I need to help this person out because they're kind of in a hard place right now. So I try to help them out instead of push them away, because everyone's always pushing people away. So it's like I try to help them out, but I don't, like, you know, get super close.
Just
like
compared to me, it's different. Like,
yeah, very different.
That part is different about it.
It's very different. Yeah, because
I'm like, if you're not mutual, if you're not like supporting me, not like random strangers, but like people and families, you know what I mean? It's like, if you're not going to mutually support me and like uplift me like I want to do for you, then goodbye.
Yeah. And then me, I feel like I mean, I don't know, I don't need the uplifting. I'm alright. I'm a pretty happy person, usually. So I'm just like, well, this person kind of needs some uplifting. If they need to lift themselves up, that's where I'm just like, all right.
So I'm a lot more like, I don't know. I always use the word like hardcore or like, I don't know, cutthroat in some senses, but overall, we're pretty similar.
Yeah, I just know.
If you'd like us to answer any specific questions or film any specific video, something you might want to know.
A marriage rant.
Yes, really. I'll put it in my rant folder.
Yeah.
So let us know down below. We want to hear from you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for watching. Like if you like. Subscribe so you don't miss us. And thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.